Hey guys, Hookednoob here, and today I've got some awesome replays of my attacks that I did in Clan War Leagues. Now, normally I don't show attacks from Clan War Leagues, but I did 6 Blizz Lalo hits on Hook this week, 1 HydraBat, and I've also got 1 from my alt account for you guys. So there was some really nice Blizz Lalo attacks. Now, we've seen plenty of Blizz Lalo on this channel in terms of Legends League, but we haven't really seen it a lot in Wars, and it's clearly not as popular in Wars. Because it struggles more on these anti-3 bases. But in Clan War Leagues, you get a mixture of anti-3s and war bases. So I'll show you how you can get the best out of it here. So as you can tell, this is an anti-3, but you can get so much value from this compartment here. We get the Eagle, we get a CC pull, and we kill the Queen. You can't really ask for more value than that. Now, I actually do try and kill the CC here before the Hound comes out, so I didn't have to deal with it. But unfortunately, that last invis was half a second late. Otherwise, I wouldn't have used the last invis I had and saved it for my heroes. But as you can tell, look at the size of the base we've cut out there. Absolutely insane. So as I was saying, Blizzard Lalo doesn't go as well on these bases because there's often not a lot of value from one compartment. But if you can see a lot of value from one compartment, it's super strong, and it's kind of hard to stop, honestly. You don't see a lot of people baiting Blizz Lalos. So that blimp was very safe. We had an air defense to get it in. There was no room for giant bombs. So coming in from the bottom here, now this is a slightly gutsy Sui, but you would much rather hit the Town Hall late in your Sui than early, because that just minimizes the poison effect. Because with this Sui, I don't really need to get anything beyond the Town Hall. So the poison effect's not going to stop me from getting any of the value I want. Whereas if the Town Hall was, say, where this Grand Warden was, I would hit it earlier, but I wouldn't be able to get the defenses beyond it as convincingly, because obviously the Town Hall poison effect is so useful at stopping heroes from getting value. But yeah, King and RC are dead, but they've tanked for the Queen, and she's made it to the Town Hall, and we just popped the Warden nice and early here. Now, the Warden does actually miss the balloons on the far left, sadly, so we lost 4 or 5 of them there, but we freeze the scatter yet again. Look at it, the scatter literally shot as it was frozen. Thankfully, there's not a million red bombs by that scatter, otherwise it might have been close, but look how many balloons we have up. It's pretty crushed at this point, honestly. Queen did die, but she got the Town Hall. That's all she needed. Look at this, by the way. All these bombs right at the end here. So many bombs. Obviously trying to stop the clone attack, but not stopping the Blizzard Lalo. So that was the first hit of the week. Can we get the perfect week with Blizzard Lalo? Okay, so this is sort of a ring base here. Kind of a popular one. Well, not popular, but I have hit it in Legends before. And we've actually had stars on the channel who hit this, and it's where I came up with the idea for this. But Legends bases, and particularly ring bases, are great for Blizz Lalo in terms of doing them in Clan War Leagues. Yes, it's good in Legends, but in Clan War Leagues, you have the time to prep your army for exactly what you want. And as you can tell here, look how I've edited my army comp. We're taking 1 less Hound, and why are we doing that? Because I only need 2 Hounds for my Lalo, and I don't need 1 for our Blimp. I'm going to land the Blimp either here or here. I don't actually care which one I landed on. Both of them ultimately give me similar value. The further I can get it, probably the better, but honestly, I'm not too upset, so there's no need for a Hound with this Blimp. Just 1 or 2 loons to make sure it gets in the first compartment, and we're good. And then you can see I'm going to bring a Hog as well, and an extra Headhunter. You'll see those in a second. But I didn't expect this Blimp to make it to this airbow compartment, but there was no Seeking Air Mine there, which just confused me so much. This is such a good compartment to land in. Look at it. We're going to kill the defensive clan castle. We're going to kill the scatter. We should be able to get these 2 air bows in a second as well. Look at this perfect last invis. And bam, look at that. This base is in so much trouble. We got 3 air bows, a scatter, CC pull, and a sweeper. Now, because we got further into the base, we didn't get as good a funnel. If I landed the Blimp here, we would have cleared out all of this stuff, and it would be a really easy funnel for the Sui. But also, we wouldn't have got as much stuff. So, I mean, funnel versus value is often a dilemma you'll run into on ring bases with Blizz Lalo. But this is why I brought the Hog. The Hog was actually going to be used to take down this air defense here. Unfortunately, the cannon on the left did stay up. but you'll see in a second that ultimately doesn't matter. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be like, well, Hook, this base has some really low cannon levels here. Are you sure this is the best base to show? Trust me, this could have had level 63 cannons, and I'm pretty confident we would have tripled it. As you can tell, RC coming in to set the funnel for the king and queen, and look, super easy job. Baby Drag and Wiz behind our RC do so much work. We have one more invis. Look at that hog down the bottom, by the way. Gets the air defense down. Our RC is on the left. I actually decide to keep her alive here and use a headhunter. And as you can tell, that's one of our 4. I've got 3 headhunters because we got to get through the queen and the king at the moment. My queen nearly gets the eagle down. I unfortunately popped the warden a little late, but alas, we're going fine. As you can tell, you can see why I only brought 2 hounds for this Lalo. There's only 2 air defenses left, and they're not max level, but look at that warden ability. Just an insane warden ability there. My royal champ's still alive. I didn't actually know it at this point. And we have so many spells left. We have so many balloons up. We've got cleanup all over the base, and this is unbelievably clapped because we got good blizz value. We suied the town hall and got a fair chunk of the funnel with our champ, and the Lalo was super easy. So when you see these ring bases in Clan War Leagues, it is a bit risky some of the time, Blizz Lalo, because you can 1-star, but if you feel confident, it's probably the best army to take the bases down. Okay, so another ring base. This is actually against Affiliate Esports. This is a pro 5v5 team, a very strong team as well. And they're running a ring base, and we're going to take it down. So we land the blimp straight on top of that giant bomb so that the giant bomb's damage is dealt with before the super wizards come out. The gobs soak up all that good stuff. Gobs also helped take out the clan castle, by the way. I don't know if you saw that. But it had all come out anyway, so it ultimately didn't matter. But still, if the CC hadn't come out and the gobs got it in time, would have been nice. But look at this blizz value. Now, I did use all 5 invis, which is normally a bad idea for Blizzard Lalo. You want to save an invis for the town hall, but I got the enemy royal champion down with that 5th invis, so I think that was worth it personally. As you can tell, queen to deal with the hound. This Tesla is damaged here. And look at that. Bam, it goes down. Now, this is the help of a spotter. I didn't actually know it was weak, that Tesla, but my spotter, Nicholas, OP player he is, called me out on that one. So make sure you, if you can, always try and have someone on voice with you. It goes a long way. Now, I thought my RC was going to be a little late here. I was thinking my king might run around the base. But alas, he does actually go back inside nicely here. And look at this Sui, by the way. It's kind of an unusual angle to Sui. You don't really want to Sui through the corners on ring bases, and you'll kind of see why here. Because the queen doesn't really like taking corner wall breaks. As you can tell, she's going to keep running down, whereas if we were coming in on the side, she'd be much more likely to go in. But thankfully, look, even though the town hall's been a bit of a pain going down, we've gotten so much of the base down. Like, there's just simply put not enough base left. Now, I was planning on Laloing from the top because it's just so much nicer on this base to Lalo from the top. But I Laloed from the bottom just to force my queen onto the town hall. I was a little worried about her, as I'm sure you could imagine, because she took her time getting to the town hall. But when she did get there, it was really good. And as you can tell, there's just not enough base left. There's not enough base left. We had nothing to Lalo. Anytime on these ring bases, there's an offset CC, but with heroes next to it, it's actually really good for Blizzard Lalo. You just blizz the CC, bunch of heroes, and like, I could have also suied in this way if I wanted. The reason I suied in the other way, though, is because I figured I'd get more value. It was slightly more risky, but it paid off for us in the end. So GG's to us, and let's get into another replay. Okay, so this was my one non-Blizzard Lalo attack of the week on the Hooked account, instead coming in with HydraBat. And HydraBat is so strong. HydraBat was probably my favorite attack strategy at Town Hall 13. And those are really the only 2 armies I used all week, actually, across my 2 accounts. I find they're both incredibly versatile. The HydraBat is really good on the anti-3s, and Blizzard Lalo's good on everything else. Now, why did I like this base? Well, look, my king's going to get a wizard tower and a multi for kind of free, and my queen's just going to Sui 2 wizard towers here. And then the plan was to use my royal champion from the bottom to get the eagle, but also have our shield get this core air defense down. However, I made one mess up here. We did make a mistake, so I should have started my RC now, and then blimped. But the problem is I blimp before I put my RC down. So the blimp pulls the CC, and the CC starts running after my Royal Champion. So she's actually not going to get the Eagle down. Look at this. These two Headhunters. So I have to use one of my freezers there. And obviously freezers very critical in drag back because I'm going to need them for the bat portion of the attack. Honestly, the invis were probably wasted in the end. We do get the Town Hall with the safe blimp. But look at this. This Tesla popped as well and took the RC shield. I wanted to get this air defense down in the core. Because imagine if the Eagle and the air defense is down here. Look at the drag pathing we have through the base. And honestly, at that point, it'd be kind of wrecked. Now, I'm liking just bringing one rage for the HydraBat attacks. It allows me to bring a poison, but I also like bringing just so many freezes. We had 4 on this one. Just using freezes to stop the base shooting back. You have so much hit points on this army, it's seriously hard to take you down. Everything's in the core of the base now. Yes, we did pop our warden seriously early, maybe a little too early, but it's allowed for so many of our troops to get into the core. As you can tell, the bats coming in from the bottom, going straight into the single inferno, which is obviously ideal. The Hydra part of the attack doesn't do well versus singles, but the bats absolutely wreck it. Bats coming around, and we're just going to freeze the airbow and this multi. If you're not confident with your freezes, don't risk it, but I am obviously quite confident with my freezes at this point. I've played the game for a long time. I didn't really need to freeze the airbow. It was pretty wrecked already. But yeah, not a very clean attack with the RC and the blimp for the Town Hall kind of being messed up in order. But it didn't matter. We had an archer, so I could just pull the hound to the top of the screen anyway. Make sure you always bring a couple of archers with your HydraBat attacks. But regardless, that was the one HydraBat of the week. I put it in the video because I thought you guys may like it. But let's get back into the Blizz Lalo. This base. This is a pretty common ring base that you will find in Legends League. And as soon as I saw this base on the war map, I called it because I haven't failed on it using this method of Blizz Lalo. However, we do get close to failing it this time. So, Blimp gets in. We landed exactly where all the giant bombs can be. Pretty safe for us. Now, unfortunately, we pulled the CC. I kind of wanted my Super Wizards to kill the CC building before it came out, but alas, it's still looking fine. Look at all this value. Now, we haven't killed the Queen. The Queen's kind of been a bit of a pain there. There's just no point using another invis. But as you can tell, both air heroes super low health. Now, I have a baby dragon. That baby dragon was meant to clear all this stuff. And maybe even this Wizard Tower if I thought about it. But the baby drag does go the wrong way in the end. Also, look at this CC troops here. They're both weak already. Hound pops instantly, Ice Golem as well. It just saves you so much time. You spend a lot of your time on these attacks killing the CC. So I figure, save some time. Let's kill it with the Blizzard. And we still got one invis for our Queen as well. So you wall break here. Normally you use the yak to beat the outer wall, but you only need one more wall break beyond this, so it should be fine. RC early because we need that lassie to set the funnel. Here comes the wall break. Oh no, it hits a giant bomb and the scatter. Can my yak beat the wall for us? Come on, yak. Come on, yak. Oh no. Oh no. This is not good. And I was starting to panic at this time because obviously I'm on the perfect week and I have to kind of figure out what to do. Now, the good news is that my Queen's still going to get some value, but what can we do to pull this Lalo off? Now, the most important spell I've got, aside from probably the free spell, is the Invis. Because what you can do with the Invis is path your loons to the Town Hall. So as you can tell, obviously we send most of our loons to straight over the scatter. There's no air defenses left up, by the way, so I do a bit of a Lalo at the top, because I want this Lalo to get the Eagle early, firstly, because the Eagle's obviously a major threat. But I also want them to make sure that when my loons go across the core here, they do go to the Town Hall. Now, we get a bit lucky with some loon splits to the Town Hall here, but alas, we deserved a little bit of luck. And look, there's just not that much base up. Like, that's the most important thing. The Warden ability gets through most of it. We did get lucky that a few balloons went to the Town Hall, but if they didn't, like I said, I just would have invis those defenses the loons are on now, and they would have pathed to it anyway. We had plenty of free spells. My Queen still got her ability, by the way. Weirdest swag Queen ability I've ever seen in a Blizz Lalo attack, but we will take it. Obviously, you guys can imagine what the plan would have been like if the queen went into the town hall. You just do the Lalo from the top, and the base is absolutely crushed. But the fact that it still works like this shows how good the plan is. Okay, so it's day 6 now, and I was feeling a bit adventurous, so I was like, why not we hit a diamond base? Diamond base is notoriously bad for Blizz Lalo. But we get the Hound to path exactly where the Sams could be, Loons as well, and we get the Blizzard in. Now, I'm bringing a safe blimp on this because I was worried about all the giant bombs, but look at these invis I mess up. Look at it. The gobs take out the town hall. My super wizards have nothing to chain, and uh-oh. Hooked. What went wrong there? So what I should have done, unfortunately, and I knew this going in, I just mis-executed. I should have put the invis like this so that the gobs go to the town hall, but then they die. Whereas what I ended up doing is this town hall was barely... It wasn't even the town hall was included. It was just that the gobs next to the town hall were included in the invis, and under rage, 15 gobs annihilated the town hall. So I'm in a bit of trouble now. We have used a lot of time with that, and there's a lot of storages here, so I'm just trying to figure out what to do. I used that loon because I actually thought there was an open wall right here, so I was going to walk the queen in to get the single, but I realized there wasn't an open wall, so I'm kind of panicking at this stage. But obviously the plan was to blizz town hall. I expected the single down, and I was actually hoping to get the enemy RC. So let's see how we can adjust on the fly. We use an ice golem to tank the single. Super nice for us. We wall break in the top, and away we go. RC from the top, king and queen going in. Hopefully the single gets off my unicorn, and it does. And this is all just about setting as quick a funnel as possible for my Lalo, because I actually have taken a lot of time here. When you have to figure out how to readjust on the fly, it takes time. Now, unfortunately, this NATO pulls my king towards this wall so that the king and yak, rather than going into the core, beat around, and the lassie did not take down that gold mine. We're Laloing from the left here, probably going to come in with an early warden, and we get the hound in that warden ability, which is huge, because this hound's going to keep tanking for the Lalo here. Eagle hits. A bit annoying, but alas, we still get through it. We freeze the eagle and the scatter. My queen's still up. She's used her ability. By the way, we've still got 2 invis per her. Look at the Lalo, though. Completely misses the eagle, so I have to freeze it probably one more time than I was expecting. The ground bow goes down just in time for my queen. Look at this. The queen is still up. She takes out the enemy RC. I use another invis on her because the other ground bow locks onto my queen. My queen is still up. I can't believe it. We've kept her alive through the core. But she does finally just go down. But look at this. The loons fly over the single. The warden decides to follow. We don't quite get the single down, but the warden will just get it in time. Minions on the gold storage. Perfectly done from us there. I mean, it wasn't, the start we wanted, but it was a nice recover. Wait, what? No! Alas, on day 6... the perfect week was over. But can I at least finish with a bit of style in day 7? Another diamond base. You all must be thinking, Hooked, did you not learn your lesson? Well, the reason I hit this base, as we narrowly avoid 2 Seeking Air Mines to our blimp, the reason I hit this base is because I've hit this base a few times in Legends League, and it hasn't gone well yet. I'm yet to get the 3 stars on it. So if you're finding bases in the Clan War Leagues that you've struggled with in Legends League, what better way to figure out how to take them down, honestly? Because in Legends League, you're not really afforded the planning time that you can have in the CWL. So, if you take, whether it be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, to plan how to take down a base you know you're going to run into in Legends League, and the triple works, you're not only helping your clan in the Clan War Leagues, but you're helping yourself in the future. And it's always good to help out future you. Anyways, I didn't mean to pull the CC with this blizzard. As you can tell, it's actually out of range where I landed. I was just going to deal with the CC on the fly with my Lalo. But alas, I'm not complaining. We pulled it out. We dealt with it. We did have to use our baby dragon and our wizard though, which I was planning at using at the bottom of the base. So I'm switching up on the fly here. We're actually going to use the king to funnel out the bottom section of the base, and then the RC where necessary. Or at least that's what I planned. But as you can tell in about 2 seconds time, yeah, my king has literally no respect for my own wishes. So we quickly have to adjust here and put the Royal Champion down the bottom. I would have much preferred her going in to clean up the defenses that my king and queen did not get. But alas, you can't have everything you want. Town Hall goes down. We immediately start the Lalo because there's not really too much more to do. Now, I've got 2 more invis, so I'm going to use one on my queen here because I can kind of see her out of the corner of her eye. But after this one, it's time to focus on the Lalo. We pop the queen ability early enough. She actually gets this backhand sweeper, I believe, just in time. Very handy for us. And as you can tell, we've used a few haste. There's our last haste, but we use it to get through this scatter shot. Also, look at all these traps we're about to pull. Bam, bam. So many of them, but we're just going to keep freezing the scatter and the air defense here because them and the air bow is the real only targets left. We actually freeze the wizard tower as well because the wizard tower does do a little bit of work when your looms are super clumped on the back end, but we've got so many balloons up and we get some revenge on a diamond base. Now, admittedly, the last hit we did was more of a Sui Lalo than a Blizzard Lalo that just time failed. But still, nice way to take down this base. I was pretty happy with this. Ultimately, it's a 6. It's not the week we wanted. We wanted the perfect week, but alas, not quite. But before you go, I've got one more attack for you all that Misled Mushroom did, and it was pretty insane. Okay, this is a pretty common diamond base that you'll see in Legends League, and I'm actually very hit and miss with it doing this plan here, but it's so much fun to do. So we use the Hound to look for Seeking Air Mines, all of that bad stuff, then land a blimp next to it. Now, 2 giant bombs popped. I was actually worried my super wizards were dead, but super wizards were too busy not dying. As you can tell, we get the town hall down. Nicely done. I'm not really looking for any more than the town hall aside from the CC pool. That's what I really wanted. Town hall and CC pool. That is the dream. We use a loon to tank for my queen here. Then poison the super minions, because look, these super minions are going to shoot at the balloon from their extended range. Voila, win for us. We use the king to tank for the super minions. Sneaky gobs to start funneling early. We use that wall break just in case the king wants it. I didn't need that wall break. And look, we're coming in with the ground warden. Now, why am I coming in with that? Because I can reach all the scatters, all the air heroes, all the sweepers and multis from one compartment. Now, I did bring an ice golem with this. The ice golem does okay work. There goes my voice. But as you can tell, pop the king ability, then hit the warden. I should have hit the warden a second later, so all the barbs were also in the warden ability. But alas, still not bad. The RC comes in and helps a little bit. We freeze the eagle, because the eagle will start trying to target your loons now. You'd think the eagle would go after your heroes. No, no, no. Eagle's not interested in your heroes. Look at it. Eagle straight onto a group of my balloons. Thankfully, it misses. That was very fortunate, honestly, for us. We pop the queen ability. She takes out the enemy RC. We freeze the eagle again, but it had gone down anyway. My queen takes down the back end scatter. Now, the toughest part of this attack isn't really the Lalo. It's a similar sort of Lalo. You just got to be super careful of your loons. The toughest part is watching your queen whilst you're Laloing, because your queen is the most important part of this attack. She's with your warden. That's the main phase of the attack, honestly, so you just need to keep putting invis and freezes on them as necessary, because the only thing you need to freeze for the Lalo is the eagle. All the scatters are down, all the multis are down, all the heroes are down, all the sweepers are down. There is nothing for the Lalo to worry about, and we crushed this base. Was pretty happy with this hit on Mushroom. This is on day 7 as well, so it's a really nice way to end the week. But let's have a look at how we went as a clan. Not our best week. We did actually beat Affiliate Esports, so I don't know how we managed to beat them, but we're so far off the pace. And as you can tell, I had a pretty good week. Mushroom didn't have a bad week, 4 out of 7. He's got lower pet levels, and the unicorn was down most of the week, so you know, you'd prefer a perfect week. But look at this. Saddest thing ever. Absolute saddest thing ever. So we're going to come back stronger next month. Let's see if we can get the perfect. Anyways, that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed these attacks. If you enjoy me covering these style of attacks of me doing Blizz Lalo in War, let me know down below and I can try and do it more often. But that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed the content and maybe I'll see you soon.